The desert air was crisp as the first light of a new year touched the horizon. Moses stood amidst the gathered threads of blue and purple, the polished gold, and the sturdy acacia wood. This was the day of arrival, not at a destination, but at a realization. Every instruction whispered on the mountain was about to find its home in the sand. He moved with a quiet, seasoned strength, knowing that every piece of the sanctuary was a vessel for a promise. He began to lift the heavy beams, setting the foundation for a dwelling that would carry the weight of the divine. Inside the sacred space, the shadows retreated as Moses placed the golden lampstand. He arranged the bread on the table with the care of a father preparing a feast. Behind the heavy, ornate veil, he set the chest of the covenant, the very heart of their identity. Each object found its rhythm in the silence. It was not just furniture. It was an invitation for the Creator to walk among the created. He felt the weight of the gold, but the weight of expectation was far greater as he carefully poured the oil into the lamps. At the entrance, the bronze basin shimmered with clear water. Moses turned to his brother Aaron, whose eyes reflected a mixture of trembling and awe. Together, they stood in the transition between the ordinary and the holy. Moses poured the cool water over his brother's hands, washing away the dust of the journey. Then came the oil, fragrant, thick, and golden, running down Aaron's priestly robes. In this moment, the man became a bridge, a servant prepared to stand in the gap between a seeking people and a waiting God. The final curtain was drawn, and the courtyard stood complete. Moses stepped back, his boots crunching on the dry earth, his eyes sweeping over the white linen walls that separated the sacred from the wild. He had followed every design, every measurement, and every stitch. The work was finished. He stood as a servant who had kept his word, looking upon a structure that breathed with the potential of the divine. The silence of the wilderness seemed to hold its breath as the sun climbed to its zenith. Suddenly, the sky itself seemed to descend. A thick, majestic cloud draped over the tent like a royal mantle, and a brilliance too bright for human eyes flooded the interior. Moses could not enter, for the space was no longer his to occupy. It was filled with the overwhelming glory of the Lord. Aaron watched from the edge of the camp, seeing the fire within the cloud as the sun began to set. From that day on, their path was clear. When the cloud rose, they moved. When it rested, they stayed. They were never alone in the vastness.